Oh, yay. Hello, everyone. It's me, Kae Pea. I'm here in my studio, the Moon and the Maker, home of ArtFoamies, and I'm here for another exciting episode of ArtFoamie Fun Friday. And we do have a special artist spotlight tonight, and it is our special guest, Shar Daroon. She's here in the house, so welcome. Let me say hello to everybody. Happy Valentine's Day also. Stephanie Martin, Catherine, Lydia, Brianna, Sharon, Pam, Catherine, Roberta, Zanny, Bobby. Nice to see you. Ellen, Evelyn, Anna Lee, Patty, also known as Ron. Who else? Jenny Maroney. Yay! I know it's Friday again. I can't believe it's already been a week. I've been having so much fun with your stamps too, Jenny. Patty's Vintage Shop is here. Patty Hodder, Christina. I hope I'm not missing anyone. And of course, Shar, our special guest. Thank you so much. We're so excited. Jack, Dana, and the furry friends. Mary Lynn. Oh my gosh. Kathy Whitney is here. Carrie. And, Willa Wanders is in the house. Lisa, Michelle, and Tammy. All right. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Oh, Joy, Megan, you're going to be jumping in here. So, all right. So tonight, my friends, I am so excited to be sharing with you another artist spotlight. It is such an honor. I know I've said this before, but it really is an honor and a pleasure to be able to bring artists to you that maybe you might not get a chance to get your hands on their ArtFoamies. So I'm really excited about this collection. It is small but mighty. I'm going to turn the camera around. We're going to talk about Shar. If you want to learn more about Shar and read her interview, please go over to my Patreon page. I have a lot of open content over there, and her interview and her picture is up on my Patreon page. So we'll share that link, and don't leave yet because we're going to show off all of her ArtFoamies, and then we're going to play the numbers game, and we're going to have a little demo and all that good stuff. All right. So I'm turning this camera around, and here we go. All right. First, I'm going to share with you excuse me, Shar's very first image for our Mooney pop-up. And so, of course, we're bringing those images back as well. So if you missed getting Shar's, it was called I've Got Your Number, and here she is. And I'm actually going to stamp her for you again, or at least part again, because I have something I'm working on, and I'm going to put her little face right in that in the spot that I have reserved for it. Okay. So that is her spot, or this was her Mooney pop-up image, okay, from back in May, and it is available again. And then I'm going to share with you her new images, and I hope that you've seen them on the website, okay? I have them just stamped out here, and then we're going to play with them as well. So this, you know what? I forgot to put on I forgot to open up ArtFoamies so I can tell you the names. And here we go. So if you want to know where to see all the spotlight stamps, please go to artfoamies.com and go to shop by category and then click on artist spotlight. Okay. So again, here is her original image called She's Got Your Number. So fun. And I made this little dexi a while ago. And I think I also made a piece of art, but Shar has that. Anyway, so this one is called Free to Fly, and I love Shar's girls. I hope that you follow Shar on Instagram. You can see all of her beautiful mixed media work. Oh my gosh. I should have pulled out some of the things that she sent me, but I wasn't thinking. So you'll have to go over to her Instagram page and check it out, okay? So this is called She's Got Your Number. Here is the ArtFoamie. And I will give you sizes as well, although remember, they are listed on the website. Heather Bailey, welcome. D. Ray, hello. Maxie Moon, Terry Moore, nice to see you all. Okay, she is about 3.5 inches wide at the widest point by 5, okay? Love her, oh my gosh. And we have this too. You will love this. This fits in with the times. Let me just tell you. And this is called Write and Speak for, or this is called Speak for Myself. but it's Write and Speak for Myself. So here I do have her done on a little dexi card. I love her. I love her attitude, and I also love the little word stamp. She is about 7 inches tall by a little over 4 inches at the widest point, and the word stamp is about 1 by about 2. Okay, yeah, so cute, so cute. And again, I just want to mention to you that, you know, so many this is one of my biggest thrills, is that so many art foamies really do lend themselves to other art foamies. And so, like, I really think you could interchange her body with a lot of the calendar girl heads. I definitely love this expression, this text stamp with so many other things. You know, so of course, I just think they'll go with even like Jenny Maroney's weekend or weekday girls last week. Oh my gosh, these will be so cute together. Anyway, so that is Char's. So this was her original Mooney pop-up image, okay? And then Free to Fly, and you have Speak for Myself set, and it does come with the 2 pieces. And then we have, oh my gosh, and this I absolutely love. It is a set of 3, and it's just called 3 Bouquets. But I just want to tell you that these pieces, you're going to definitely want them if you love mixed media. And it definitely, you know, I know we all have some florals on hand, but these are just, oh, I love them. I love the size. I love sort of the, I don't know, abstractiness of them. Is that a word? But they're kind of, I don't know how to really say it exactly, kind of scratchy, but just so cool. So nice for mixed media. And they run about 4 inches approximately. This one's a little smaller, so like 3.5, 4 inches by around 2-ish, okay? And you can see I do have them stamped out here, but I've already used them so much. Oh, and here's Write and Speak for Myself, just stamped out. And then here is the 3 bouquets, and just, oh my gosh, they will just go with so much, okay? And they make great little, just sort of, you know what, like, I have to use the word fodder, you know, for just little, sort of, what am I trying to say here? You know, fill-ins, sort, you know, backgrounds, but also very, sort of ethereal, I guess, and just little pieces will make such amazing additions to your mixed media art. I already know. And I told Char today when we were talking, I said, these are going to be some of my go-tos, right? So, again, set of 3, we've really tried to, as we always do, keep the price points nice so that if you feel, you know, so inclined, you can get the whole set without breaking the bank, okay? Anyway, so again, that's 3 bouquets. So here is a whole entire Char du Rune collection. And if you missed, I know so many of you are, this was a very popular stamp from the Mooney pop-up, so I know probably so many of you have it, but if you don't, they all definitely really work together in such a great way, okay? If you can see here, she's got your number. She is kind of holding a scratch. It's, you know, I painted that in there, but it's kind of like a scratchy little flower. So all these will go so great with her too. All right. So I'm going to put these aside. Char, beautiful. We love them. So excited to share with you a couple of my samples that I've been working on, because I do have just a couple fun little demos for you tonight. Nothing, you know, super earth-shattering, but a couple things I think you will enjoy. First up is how to make sort of these batik-y ghost prints, if you want to call them that, sort of a watercolor background, or I think you could even really do a beautiful floral painting on watercolor paper, or I know I've shared this with you before, aqua board. Okay, this is an ampersand product. It is a hard panel with a coating of sort of like a watercolor grounds type of surface. So it's very accepting for watercolors, and the Art Foamies look fantastic on it. Okay, so I'm going to share that with you. Pull out a couple of Char's beautiful bouquets. Maybe we'll do all three. All right, so you can see the patterns. Although I threw one over to here to the side, and now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna excuse me, clean these off just a bit. And I just want to say again, happy Valentine's Day, and thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with us. I really debated you know, doing an ArtFoamies Fun Friday, because I thought, oh my gosh, you know, so many people are going to be out with their Valentines. But I think, excuse me, maybe dinner reservations aren't as exciting as ArtFoamies Fun. I'm just kidding. Anyway, all right. So, or maybe you're going to go out to dinner later. I don't know. Or maybe this is just what you do for Valentine's Day. I don't know. Okay, so these are all cleaned off now pretty well. All right. And I am going to take, I'm going to use something maybe just a little bit darker. Okay, just so that you can see. And maybe a lot darker. I don't know. I'm going to take my, you know what? I'm kind of mad at myself because I don't really have any clean water. I need to clean my water. So give me just a second here. Dump this out and get some fresh water. You know I don't have a sink out here, but I do have a jug of water. Just for the occasion. Okay, I won't swear that it's that clean, but it's a little cleaner. Linda Finney, welcome. Nice to see you. No, this is, you're all my Valentines. Mr. Moon, of course, is my Valentine, but we don't really, we were talking about that. We don't really celebrate like that. You know, we just celebrate our love all year long. What can I say? All right, so I went ahead and as you can see, I put some water down on my aqua board so I can sort of get it ready for my paint. And I'm going to use indigo. Okay, I'm going to use indigo. And I'm just going to put down a decent layer of color. And of course, you know, feel free to play, mix your colors, you know, have some fun with it. I like it a little bit wet, and I'm going to go over it a couple times because remember that it's going to really soak up that watercolor. So, if I want it kind of dark, okay, and I really want my contrast to show, then I'm going to want to load that up pretty good with color. All right. And keeping in mind that, of course, I can mix colors if I want to, but I really just want you to be able to see this. So one thing that if you want to try this at home, okay, you can do it on paper. It does not have to be on aquaboard. I just think that it is a beautiful substrate. You can put a little color, you know, a little watercolor on your stamp if you want to. That is going to put color in and sort of spread out. Here I'm using a clean and dry Art Foamy, and you kind of want to wait until you see it start to dry. Okay, you don't want it perfectly dry. You want it still kind of wet because you're going to be sucking out the color, right? So you do need it to be still a little bit wet. If you feel like it's getting too dry, then you're going to have to apply more color. All right. Again, clean and dry Art Foamies. I'm going to give firm, even pressure, and for a while. You know, at least I usually stay like 30 seconds or so. If your substrate or your paper is pretty wet, then you want to sort of watch for it to push out the sides. Does that make sense? So let's see. Yep, that one worked pretty well. And it really just depends the amount of dryness, okay? So you can see where it worked on some areas. Now, what I will do is go back in and I can relayer some color even. Now, you know, it's not like a foolproof method, okay? It's something that is sort of intuitive and that you're just going to have to play with. I'm going to go in and I'm going to add some of the same color. And I can sort of do little outlines around it, and that will help it to sort of also stand out. Does that make sense? Because I'm doing that darker value around. And that's going to help it to stand out a bit. And then also I can smush more color down, okay, and then even go back in if I want to, like so. Oh, Maxie Moon, happy anniversary. It is like not wedding anniversary though, right? No, not your wedding anniversary. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I'm not good about stuff like that. I have a bad memory for dates like that. All right. So anyway, the other thing you can do, just letting you know, I am spritzing just a little bit of alcohol on this, and then I can maybe get a little bit of ghost print there where it's still a little bit wet. So I don't know if you could see that push out. That will sort of push out the wet watercolor again. And then the other thing I think that is so cool is if I want to add some color to that, right, I can go back in, take my stamp. I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of water. Who else's anniversary is it? Somebody else said, oh, Patty. Happy anniversary to you as well. So I am going to use some quinacridone gold and spritz it with a little water. Maxie. All right, so then here I'm going to over stamp just a bit. Can you see that? Oh, and that's just, I just barely tapped that top part of it, okay? So I'm going to do kind of a similar application here. Again, a little spritz of water, a little rub with some quinacridone gold Daniel Smith stick, and just a little tap on top. Anyway, I know I've shared this. I definitely have shared this technique in my Patreon, but and maybe even here too. I can't honestly remember for sure, but I do think it is a very worthy technique to explore. Again, it does not have to be on clay or on aqua board. You can definitely do this on watercolor paper. If you do, I recommend using a decent quality watercolor paper, okay? And again, if you want to go back in and paint over, it is such a beautiful surface to paint on and super forgiving. You can really, manipulate this surface a lot. So if you want to go back in and paint around, again, helping some of that imagery. Can you see that? It starts to pop out. I just love it. Anyway, so you can keep having fun with that and continue to play and add watercolor and push it, and you'll have a really beautiful painting when you're done, with lots of layers and lots of sort of, those ghost prints coming through. And of course, if you want to continue to stamp over or, do some line work with the pen or whatever, have fun. go for it. All right. So my other thing I'm going to share with you that I know I have not really shared, which is a shame because this is something I really find enjoyable. I haven't done it a lot, but I have this stuff laying around and I said, you know what? These would be amazing on, and I don't know how many of you have seen this or used it, but it's Scratchboard. Okay, so it is, again, same company. It's the ampersand company. It is a hard panel with a Scratchboard surface on top. It's like a matte black, but when you scratch it, okay, scratch it away, and I have a little tool, although you don't have to have a special tool. You can use your little craft knife or whatever. And here, all I did was stamp the same Char's 3 bouquets right on here using just the slightest amount of white, almost like a ghost print. You can see that there. I used a little tiny bit of my Moonlight Hues mixed media ink, my whitest white, and again, just very lightly, and I stamped it on there. And then you're going to take your little tool, you're going to scratch out, okay, and excuse me, this it's my tongue's hanging out, I want you to know, because when I do like cut lines and stuff, I'm always like concentrating. So yes, you will probably want a little time to just sit quietly, or maybe you want some music on, and you're basically just tracing around that little ghost print that it made, okay, and scratching away the lines. And you know what, if it's not perfect, that's okay too. Even better, you can do all sorts of you can scratch stuff all the way out and make it pure white, or you can keep the black and use it as your darkest values, of course, if you want to, like you can see here where I just scratched all the way out, right? And you can continue to do that if you want it solid white. And the cool thing is, I kind of really like a little more like cross-hatchy, and I've actually seen some people do work with this. That is, oh, I got white ink on me. Oops, excuse me. I have seen some incredible artwork done on these, okay? I got a little ink where I didn't want it, so I'm going to just use a baby wipe some of that off. And just to let you know, if you see a bunch of little scratches on there, that's just because I had my Scratchboard loose and it did kind of get scratched up. So for this one, after I'm all the way done, I would go around and probably paint some dark, like black, maybe some black gesso or some dark black acrylic all the way back around. Another thing you can do is you can color the white. So after you scratch it out, if you want to add color, you can go in and you can add, you could paint it, you can use ink, you could use pan pastel, whatever you want kind of to color it in, right? Colored pencils, but you can also just leave it white. So yeah, I thought this would be a fun little demo to share because I didn't know how many of you have, tried this or even really seen it, or especially with ArtFoamies. And of course I could keep going, but I won't. Anyway, and then like I said, if I wanted to just sort of fill in, I can go around with a little black gesso. I don't know for sure if I'd use black gesso, but I have some here, so I'll use it. It is a nice dark matte black, so I think it'll be fine. And that way I can just kind of cover up any of those other little scratches that weren't supposed to be. I know it's Scratchboard, but you don't necessarily want it to be all scratchy. Just a little scratchy. And I don't know if you can see that, but it is sort of, no, it's actually, once it dries, it's going to be perfect. Cover up all those little scratches, and then you know, I can go back in if I wanted to and even use like my extra brights. That would be sort of fun if you wanted to make them sort of neon and really stand out. If I was going to do that, which I might just to show you, then I probably would do more, you know, but I won't for now. Let's get some of our super bright green. Use a little ink pick, or oh, do I have any ink picks? No, I don't. I'll just use my little, what are these called again? Oh, I can't even remember. My little nubbins. It's not, I probably should have scratched out more because some of those lines are not going to really show up that well just because they're so thin. So if I wanted it to be really show up, I probably should scratch more. That's okay. Could also use some interference on here, or some, yeah, some like interference would be really cool on the black. Anyway, you get the idea, and now I hope that inspires you to check out some Clayboard and definitely some of the ampersand products. Really nice quality, superb quality actually, substrates for mixed media. All right, so does anybody have any thoughts or questions? Oh yeah, a stump or blending stick, or there's another word for it, but I can't think of it right now. Yeah, thanks so much, Bernadette. We will answer you in a message, honey. Thank you. All right, so let's turn this camera around again. Well, no, in a minute. We'll do the numbers game first. You don't need to see my face while we do that. So if you would love to play the numbers game, we're going to play for a set, or yeah, a set of Char de Ruin's new ArtFoamies. Okay, so you're going to guess a number between 1 and 100. The person that comes closest without going over will win. And we're going to start right now. It's 4:29. We'll end at 4:32. Tortillion, yes, thank you. Lynn, thank you so much. Anyway, yes, you can go, and I'm going to call out the numbers so that you know that I saw you. If somebody gets your same number, it's okay. It's the first one. Okay, so Sharon started with the number 8. Lydia, 58. Jenny, 7. Carrie, 16. Ron, 3. Annalie, 10. Bernadette, 61. Gail, 51. D-Ray, 26. Tammy, 71. Becky, 46. Pam, 12. Orange Spiral, 67. Heather Bailey, 22. Evelyn, 14. Joy, 78. Jack, 71. Loretta, 57. Roberta, 29. Patty's Vintage Shop, 20. Sharon, 100. Mary Ann, 88. Mary Lynn Kelly, 45. Sherry H, 32. Brenda, 26. AG, 21. Kathleen, 7. Elsie, 17. Ginger, 77. Zanny, 46. Christina, 66. Megan, 81. Stephanie, 16. Acubanita, 14. Acme Post, 42. Catherine Guerrero, 99. Kathy Whitney, 49. Renee Van Duzen, 75. Ellen Bush, 12. Kathleen Hartley, 6. Okay, that's it so far. I'll give you another minute or two if anybody else has a number. We do have a winner. I'm going to go back through. Okay, Kathleen is the last number. If you did not hear me call your number, please put your same number down. Linda Weber, 19. One more minute, and I'm going to just go back through to make sure of our winner. So no, it's it's you keep your same number. It's the first number called out. Okay, Linda Finney, 99. All right, no more numbers. We're done. Linda Finney was the last number, and we do have a winner. Oh, Terry Moore, you got in right on the wire. That's it. 18. No more numbers. Terry Moore was the last number. Okay, so we have a winner, and that winner is Kathy Whitney. Yay, Kathy. Congrats. I'm going to write your name on here, and you will receive a set of, it's not going to include her Mooney pop-up, okay? It's going to include her new set. So it's not including she's got your number. It's her new ones for the spotlight. All right, a new set. Congrats to Kathy Whitney. And Kathy, you don't need to do anything. I'm pretty sure we have your address. Thank you so much. Thanks for playing. That's exciting. I'm going to turn this camera on. Does anybody have any thoughts or questions before we say good night? I want to let you know that we're not having an after party tonight. We will have one, and I am inviting Shar and also Jenny to come and be my special guest at an upcoming after party, because they were not able to come the last week or this week. So we will reschedule, and we'll have an after party, sort of artist spotlight after party coming up, and everybody will be invited. Okay. I want to thank you all again so much for coming. And oh, I know. Never mind. I'm not going to say goodbye yet because I want to do one more thing. Okay, so yes, Char, while I'm doing this really quick, I'm just going to say thank you so much for your wonderful contributions, not only your artwork, but to our group and to the mixed media community in general. This is my Char de Rune card for the spotlight. For those of you who know, I do a dexi almost every day, and I like to keep track of what's going on in my in my art life and in my group, and just love doing the dexis. Okay, so I'm going to just stamp. I wanted to write Char's name in here because it's Artist Spotlight Char de Rune. Okay, so Artist Spotlight on Char de Rune, and then I wanted to take her original girl and stamp her in here, okay? Just so I can get it going. I'm not going to finish this whole dexi card for you, but I thought it would be so cute if you could at least see how I incorporate my stuff into my daily practice, okay? So again, I'm just going to spritz this with a water bottle. It has a little color on it already, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to take my graphite stick here, load that up, and stamp her right in there. And then I'll paint her and keep her. So, I like to remember, when I look back on the year, I'll be able to look back and, see all the stuff I did and reminisce about the wonderful year that is 2025. blobber a little bit. Got a little blobby, but that's okay. All this will be, you know, sort of worked out in the painting process. And since all my dexi cards are watercolor, it's really not going to be any problem at all. So I'll let that dry. I'll paint her in. And then, of course, you know, I'll share a picture. I hope all of you, excuse me, follow Shar. And, of course, follow ArtFoamies Fun. And all that good stuff, okay? And we'll post all our samples and share all the love. All right, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'm going to put all this stuff back out. Turn that back over so that we can just say, you can see Shar's beautiful imagery one last time. Well, it won't be the last time, I hope, but for now. And you know the deal. Stay safe. Stay sane if you can, and stay makey. I love you to the moon and back. I thank you again for joining me. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye, Shar. Thanks again. Thanks, everybody.